Hello everybody, welcome to the fourth tutorial on programming tips and tricks using C. So, in the last tutorial we have seen some of the examples of printf and global variable and local variables. We have seen typecasting. We have seen only one example on typecasting, but in the upcoming tutorials we'll see more on that. Then we have seen printing or reading a string using a character class. So in the last tutorial I didn't explain to you what is that character class is. So in this tutorial we'll look into that and we'll see what is that. So let's get started. So in the last tutorial we have used this statement to read a string. Actually, what is this thing is called as character class. If you guys have some experience with Linux operating system and Ubuntu operating system, then you might know what character class is. If you know some shell scripting in Linux, then probably you have a knowledge of character class. So character class starts with open bracket and ends with closing bracket. So this is the basic character class. And if you suppose you want to match some uh, alphabet or characters, like if you want to match A B C, so put in put it inside the bracket. So what this does is it will match A or B or C, not A B C. It will just match a character A or a character B or a character C. Okay, so this is what character class is. If you suppose if you want to match the entire character from A to Z, like if you have to match all the small case letter like A to Z, so you can specify the range with a dash symbol. So A to Z, so what it does is it will match for A or B or C or dot 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 Z. And if you want to negate, like what if you don't want to match A to Z, so give a cap symbol. It works like a negate symbol. When you put it inside a character class, it becomes a negate. So when you give A to Z, so what it does is it will match for everything except A to Z, small letter A to Z. What if you don't want to see capital letter A to Z, so give capital letter A to Z. So what it does is it will match every character except capital A to Z. So in the same way, what we have written here is not A. So what it does is it matches everything, and when it matches A, then that thing is terminated. So in the same way here, as you can see inside the character class, this not means until you didn't get A. So what it does is you don't want to match A. So suppose I gave input string, like let's run this program. As you can see, what it does is, suppose we'll give input hello world. So hello, no A is there. That's why the string is in the read form, like it's reading. Let's WORLD, as you can see. Now when we press A, it is stop reading, and see whatever we type after that. Let's say something we typed. Okay, so it didn't read entire thing. See, hello world, and then we have terminated with A. Till there it read, and then it didn't read anything else. Like that, if you'll give here something like uh, A to Z. Okay, that means you can terminate it with a small letter A to Z. So let's run this and we'll see. As you can see, let's in the capital letter this time we'll write hello space world, and then we'll press small d. Okay, and then we'll type something like hello. Okay, but it will read hello world only because till hello world it matched, but here we have specified do not match D, do not match D. That's why small d is not written here, so it terminates the string. And as you can see, hello world, only hello world gets read. So that's it about the character class. You can play with that. And one more thing, if you want to terminate it with an enter symbol, then you can specify not slash n. So what it does is it will read the entire line and then terminate it with an enter symbol. So that's it for the character class. Next, so guys, I want you guys to guess the output of this statement. What will be the output of this statement? Well, if you know, then fine. If you don't know, then you will about you are about to learn this. So printf hello world. Then we have a nested printf here. So printf %d and then printf. So what it does is this %d corresponds to this thing. So remember, printf always returns the number of characters it prints. So here this printf, so in this nested printf, first this printf will get executed. So in this printf, hello world, this is a string of 11 characters. So since printf prints all these things, so 11 characters, that's why the printf function will return 11, and then that will get printed by this printf. So let's run this and see. Okay, that's from the, as you can see, forget about this thing. As you can see, hello world and then 11. So what it does is, when we'll come here, first this printf will get executed, so it will print hello world and then it will return 11. So the number of character it's printed is 11, so it is returned here. So first it has printed hello world, and then we are printing the number of characters this printf has printed, so 11. So the output is hello world 11. So now you got that printf always returns the number of character it prints. Next, in this example, as you can see here, in the same way printf did, scanf also returns the number of fields it read. For example, here we are reading two inputs, percent, ampersand a, ampersand b. That's why it will return 2. So as you can see, let me give f plus here, std in, and now run that. Oh wait, so we will give something like mm, mm, and then it's asking for two number, right? See, scan of, it's waiting for scan of a and b. So let's give a as 1 and b as 2, and then enter, and then 12. So number of fields read is 2, right? So it read two fields. As you can see, a scanf read 2, and then that field is given to this printf. So this printf, this scanf has returned 2, and then it is printed by this printf function. So the same way. So scanf and printf returns the number of character it printed, and scanf returns the number of fields it read. Okay. Then as you can see, what will the output of this statement? It's a bit complex, but it's easy, guys. So as you can see, it always start from the last. So scanf, so scanf will read a and b, then it's multiplied by 5. Okay, and that is get printed by this scanf, and then ab. So let's see, guys, what will the output of this. So let's run that, and where should I, yeah, here. So first, okay, let me end this. 1 2, number of fields ready is 2. Now it's waiting for this. So let's see, we'll give a as 1 and b as 2. So 1 and 2. Okay, so the number of fields read is how much? 2, right? So 5 into 2, 10. So this is nothing but 10. So this 10 is get printed by this printf. Scanf is equals to 10. So you can see here scanf is equals to 10, right? Scanf is equals to 10. Why? Because the scanf read 2 field, and 5 into 2 is 10, and that is printed by this printf statement. So scanf will be 10. Next, a and b. So what is the value of a? A is 1, as we have read from this scanf, and b is what? How much? B is 2. And how many characters? Where is that? And this printf, as you can see, a is 1, b is 2, and this printf corresponds to this thing. So how many characters this printf has printed? As you can see, this printf function, how many characters it has printed? So printf is 8. Why? Because this printf has printed 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then 1 and 0, so 7 and 8. %d corresponds to this thing, and this read 2, so 5 into 2 is 10. So this is replaced by 1 0. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So that's why printf is 8, that is printed by here. So you understood from this example that scanf returns the number of fields it read, and then the printf returns the number of characters it prints. So this is just a application of that. Next thing we'll look into, as you can see in this example, we have two variable x and y, and then a string of type character. So we'll look into sprintf. What does sprintf does? What is the use of sprintf? Suppose you want to combine these two number x and y. Okay, so either you can do that by converting it into a string and then converting it into a string and then concatenating it, making it, am I pronounced it correctly, concatenate. So as you can see here as printf, so what it does is %d xy. So what is x, this value, what is y, this value. So it will concatenate both, I mean it will store it in str1. So this both variable will get stored in str1 and then it will get printed. So let's run this and we'll see. Holy crap. Okay, 1 2. As you can see here, the string is 25890,345. Since we had a space in between, that's why there is a space in between. Okay, so suppose if you want no space because it's a number, you don't want any space, let's comment this. Oh, okay, and now let's run. So as you can see, 25890,345, this is what our number was. As you can see in this string, sorry, in this example, 25890 and then 34, 25890,345. So input one is, or not that one, just this thing. So what sprintf does is it will take the this thing whatever is specified here, and then it will store it in a variable specified left side, leftmost side, and then when you will print, you will get the combination of whatever the variables printed by it. So sprintf does not print anything on the standard input. Remember that sprintf does not print anything on the standard input. It just combines it and stores it into the leftmost variable. So here str1 is the leftmost variable. So whatever you have specified here, you will get stored in str1, and then using another printf we have printed it. So sprintf does not print anything. It will just store it in the leftmost variable. Next example, let's see. In this example, as you can see, we have declared two input 1 and input 2 of type integer, and then we have a operator of type character and a string array of 10 str of 10 of type characters. We have declared 45 plus 987. This is a string. So in the same way as we have sprintf, we have sscanf. So what we have done here is %d, okay, %c, %d, ampersand input 1, ampersand op, and ampersand input 2. So what it does is, instead of, see, whenever scanf comes, we give input through standard input, right, through the console window. But here what it does is just scanf, it doesn't read anything from this console window, rather it will take the inputs from this string. See, we have specified here str2. So what it does is it will take all the input from this str2 leftmost variable, that is str2. So here when it will see %d, so what it does is it will take the first this integer number, and then it sees %c, so it will take the first this thing plus, because it's a %c character, and then 987, so that is %d. Okay, so we don't have to type anything from the console window, it will directly take the input from this string, and then you can print it to verify that. So let's see. So as you can see, input 1 is 45, which was first integer, and then input 2 is 987, so 987, and then operand, as you can see, is plus. So as I told you, sprintf does not print anything on the standard input. In the same way, sscanf does not read anything from the standard uh, input, that is console window. and whatever is specified, the key is the leftmost variable. Here in the sprintf, the leftmost variable will store everything whatever you have specified here. In the sscanf, the leftmost variable will specify all the input to this what is that, variables. Okay, so that's it for the for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Please do like, subscribe and comment. Thank you.